Hello Frisky Fighters, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the lore of Farlight 84. Now, I know some of you guys, are kind of worried about why would we talk about the lore, or what importance does the lore have for the game? Well, I don't know if you guys heard of this little game called Fortnite, but before they got really big, before they got the Master Chiefs and the Chung Lees and all these big crossovers, they were solely reliant on the lore that they had previously established, which pushed their battle royale. Now, I think that Farlight 84 has that same potential with the lore that they have established to be able to push their game into unique and great directions, honestly, that could be great for battle royales and to establish themselves as a prominent battle royale and just a prominent mobile game, and also a PC game which is free to download on both devices. If you haven't already done so, we will have those linked in the description. Now, with the triple budget being announced by Zach Wilder saying that they're going to get triple budget, this could be leading into amazing things, be it getting more servers, being able to help content creators provide more money and monetize them in a better way, or just to be able to give money to the actual workers there and give them a bigger budget, because we all know that everyone wants and likes money, and if you got money, you're going to be wanting to do more and be better. And overall, this is just great that they're getting these things. And with that announcement, I figure now is the greatest time to put out this video, which I think would give some insight or give some ideas or help them, if not they already working on this, of what could be going on or what could happen. Now, with the lore that they already have established, I think they could do some really great things. And after I tell you about the lore, then I will extrapolate and say what I think and where I think this could go, the direction this could lead, and what could happen and what possibly could be in the future of Farlight 84 with this higher budget. But before we do all that, please, I implore you to go ahead and hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about this lore? What would you change? What would you add? Do you enjoy the lore? Do you think the lore is even important? Let me know your thoughts and let the community grow and let us all enjoy what they have going for us. Now, with that being said, let's just go ahead and dive right on into the lore of Fallout 84. We're going to start out with the pre-calamity. Now, the 2050s was a time of great scientific innovation and technological advancements. With the use of prostheses and being widely accepted, the Dexter Research Lab went a step further and digitalized the human brains by connecting a central network that they have there. So it was referred to as a cell-link brain enhancement, and it was like a little fad, kind of like stuff you see in sci-fi stuff. Everybody was wanting it and things of that nature. Think, steampunk or anything of that nature, where everyone just download their consciousness and did different bodies and stuff like that. So in the 2070, the visual enhancement and cerebral imaging were as commonplace and practical as mobile phones like we have today. The occasional firmware glitch was brushed off aside by users and did nothing to deter people from the population from going with this and involving it. So basically, there'd be little glitches here and there, but no one was worried about it because it was just a glitch, just a little glitch. We all know how good glitches can affect people. So let's just go into the calamity itself. Now, the calamity happened in 2081. A cell-link virus of unknown origin swept across the world, debilitating the mental facilities that they had them, and it opted for cell-link enhancement and turning everyone that had it into the things called Zomborgs. Now, human civilization was as good as wiped out, while those who didn't opt for the enhancement became the survivors of this absurd disaster. Yet, they didn't have it good either, because not only did they have to face the savage Zomborgs, but they also had to fight amongst themselves for the scarce resources. A survival of the fittest began in the unforgiving wasteland. So that's just basic with any type of scenario. Sometimes it's not even the horrible, the monsters, the creatures that are the worst thing that comes out of these calamities. It is the people themselves trying to survive. They're the real monsters. So, the aftermath, and this is where we are now, currently in the game. Survivors have had enough of the constant Zomborg raids and tried everything to get away from the Zomborgs. with those survivors in the Candelia Bay area escaping for the mysterious Isle cities. Afterward, a cartoon character famous before the calamity, Noya, appeared on screens and assigned survivors missions, promising them handsome rewards. Faced with the dwindling supplies, the survivors have no choice but to accept the missions. Little do they know the dangers that await them. Now, to wrap that up in a summary, is that towards the end, someone that the Lanoya, he was a famous character, cartoon branding, something like a Mickey Mouse, something that had very wide branding. And then once that he came up, he started offering them different rewards, offering all these people like, hey, y'all go do these missions, y'all do this, y'all do that, we will pay you handsomely, we will give you tons of money. And when your back is against the wall, when your resources are scarce, that's all you want to do. You have to do what you have to survive. And we're at this point now. This is where they are. So be it's like a game show or a game contest, or that they're sending them here to these isles to perform these different tasks. It makes them want to do these dangerous things so that they can get this money, so that they can survive. That is where we are, and I think this could go so far in many ways. One of the biggest things that I think that they could do with this is go towards a PvE experience. Now, I'm not saying that they can just have a full PvE mode, but I think a set of PvE missions would be great, because not only does that, it would allow people to be able to play with friends, but it allow people to try out different heroes and champions, whatever you want to call them, in different scenarios, so that they can learn them a lot better, but also that they can play with their friends and just attack and face different Zomborgs. And you can not only discover other areas of the Farlight 84 universe, but you can even do pre-time skip, past time skip, the present. You can do so many different sets, scenarios, and situations that leads up to the calamity, the pre-calamity, after the calamity, and so on and so forth. I think that would be great for pushing the narrative, the story along. And just like with how I mentioned earlier, you got Fortnite, you could do something where you can have events, you can have anime, you can have different like slight little 5-7 minutes videos to where that is showing like these different events going on. And I think that would just hype up everyone, get everyone super excited about the game, what could happen. You could do events to where it would change the map up, this, that, and the other. Is there so many possibilities? And I think with this tripled budget that they got, with this foundation that they have, that they could go somewhere great. Not only could we get, of course, different heroes, unique heroes, more heroes and things like that, but again, I think the story could be developed more. I think you can push this narrative of why did Noya come back after so long? What does Noya have connected with the said Zomborg virus? Is he the one that started it? Who's the ones that started it? Where did these quote-unquote glitches come from? There are so many questions that could be answered and be revealed through doing a storyline through the Battle Royale style thing, to where you can find lore pieces, lore dumps, notes, this, that, and the other that could people invested. So not only are you invested in the gameplay, but you have an interest in the story, which will make people more wanting to play the game, talk about the game, create videos about the game, and spend money on the game. And that's what we like. We like money. But those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this story? Is this a good foundation? Are you curious? What is a Zomborg? What are we doing here? Let me know down below, and let me know who's your favorite character so far. Mine personally, I'm loving Senna, but I know there's a lot of them out there. So let me know who's your favorite character so far in the calamity that's going on in Farlight 84. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always, always stay frisky. And that I love you.
They act like you fuck with them. They don't know I be gunning. Pow pow, got them running. I feel like they just racing over to come over to party with me. Shots on shots way over the